Let's talk.
So it was a very gradual thing. We never thought that we'll start a band today and then, no, nothing of that sort. We just started performing together at different points of time, and we continued doing it because we loved it. Yeah. We loved doing it, and also we kept getting more invitation and more opportunities. So then eventually it became a planned project, but we still don't think of ourselves as a band thing. Yeah. So that's us. Well, thankfully in Auckland we now have a dedicated department, the task force of music and art.
Yeah.
So they're doing their really best, and well, it's a huge help for musicians, and it will take some time, but eventually things will get better for everyone. But for the rest, well, there's still pockets that people can't touch. It is hard to say we as musicians will stop struggling. We'll always continue struggling because as artists, it's always first the struggle within yourself to express yourself creatively. Secondly is to get your message heard correctly and understood. So there are always different degrees of challenges and difficulties. So it's hard to say when this struggle will end. But when it comes to organized platforms for artists, we still have very, very limited platforms. So we can't even talk about the respect that artists get. Well, they definitely deserve a lot more. But, well, we can't complain because we do what we do. It doesn't matter whether we get the accolades that we think we deserve or whatever it is. We don't want anybody to stop us from dreaming big, and we'll continue doing what we do. I think we still. Are you talking altitude? I'm just kidding. I mean, when we started out, we never imagined that we will be household names at some point. But,
because it all started off in school, right?
Yes. And when
we were really young at the time. Merci and me, we started off when we were around 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And then
On a school platform.
I know.
me and Lulu joined much
Much later.
And they were much younger. Lulu must have done our first concert when she was 2.5, 2.
Yeah, right.
So, but at that point, I mean, you can't imagine that, one day you'll be.
We have all come a long way.
We'll be
Praise
doing
God.
many festivals and things like that. So it's wonderful. But yeah, it's been very serendipitous for us, this journey.
There are lots actually. Some of them have sent us goodies, chocolates. One fan, he came all the way to watch our show, and also the best part was he took really good pictures and sent me.
Of the show, you mean? Yeah.
It was awesome.
Okay, so for me, it would be the time when I took a break from music after becoming a mother, and then in between I stopped for a while because my priorities changed as a mom. And one thing that really encouraged me, and it was the sweetest act, because a very special fan, sent me clothes for my sons, tribal mini coats.
The
jackets,
yeah.
That would be the sweetest gesture.
Mine. Well, a fan sent me a very beautiful poem, and it was very encouraging for me too. So that was the sweetest thing that he would have done for me. Oh, it's a he, huh? By accident. It keeps changing for me.
Yeah.
Well, it's always been constant for me.
Yeah. So you tell us yours.
So it has to be Beyonce.
Yeah.
Always, she's the queen for me.
Okay. Me, oh gosh. My list is really long. My list is going to be too long for you. So let's keep it at that. I'll be so crushed.
Okay. Mine would be Mary Kom.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. That's cool.
She's an inspiration.
Cool. That's great. Well, firstly, we want to travel with our music to as many places as we want. We want to play to full stadiums, full capacity shows, and of course, well, a Grammy, hopefully.
Yeah, win a Grammy. someday.
Yes, that would be like our ultimate dream.
Coachella would be cool for me.
I know, you're like the beach girl, yes.
Yes. Of course, why not?
Yeah, so we're
Totally,
all
totally.
full-on actresses in front of our mirrors.
Lee Min Ho.
I think I have terrific comic timing, so I'd like to be in a comedy movie.
Yeah. You've already done
If anyone
some,
would have me. Yeah, that was long time
Yeah,
back.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure,
actually.
sure, why not?
My favorite dish will be smoked pork with akuni and bamboo shoot, of course, and some raja. What's yours?
Yeah, I'm also addicted to Raja King Chili.
Yeah, king chili chutney.
Yeah, and all things Naga. I'm a very Naga, Naga, right to the core. So I like all things Naga, and the food is just mind blowing for me. Our Naga food.
She's also a great cook, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is.
Well, I also like to go the pork way, but let me say my favorite dish. It's usually the Naga style chicken cooked with ginger and some rice. You know, like a khichdi, the galo. The meat galo, the chicken galo. I love chicken galo with some kuviet chutney, the spring onion chutney on the sides. And I also love the Manipuri chutney.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait.
Yonchak,
Let me mention.
God, I love yonchak. And iromba, yes.
The yonchak is
Yes.
zibang. Let's not forget the yonchak.
Of course, favorite.
We always have been firm believers of gender equality because in our family itself we are 4 sisters and 1 brother, and our parents have never distinguished between a son and a daughter, whether it's in household chores or whatever duties that we do, and we absolutely stand for gender equality. We also did the Beti Bachao
Beti Parao
campaign
campaign.
song because we firmly believe in that, and we feel that it's an issue that should be highlighted because being tribals, we often ignore the rights of women in a lot of ways. Of course, people would say Northeast is safer for women, there's less discrimination, but when it comes to material rights, women don't have rights at all, and we want that to change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we don't like to give advice, but from our own experiences, we can only say that if you have a dream, do research, think about it, plan it out, gather as much information as you can, and plan it. Of course, you can't plan everything, but it's good to plan, to know your limitations and work on that. And don't listen to people who discourage you. If you believe in yourself and you know that you've got something special, then you should build on it and make your dreams a reality.
Take criticisms, be very hardworking,
Yes.
be persistent, be original. And
Absolutely.
follow your
Persistence.
dream.
And
Persistence.
also, one tip would be to be really thick-skinned like me. You've got to have an elephant skin because criticisms do come a lot.
Exactly.
And yes, I do get a lot of hate mail, but I don't let it get under my skin.
Yeah.
And it has kept us going. And
Just ignore them and
yeah,
just
the
follow your
struggle is
dream.
real, but you've got to be shameless sometimes and just go for your dreams.
Yeah.